Hi, it's Mark from Top Local. We're here with Bernie Pawlik, Pawlik Automotive in Vancouver, Vancouver's best auto service experience. I think now it's 19-time winners
That is
of
correct.
best auto repair in Vancouver as voted by their customers, and servicing and repairing, maintaining vehicles in Vancouver for 38 years. How are you doing this morning, Bernie?
Doing very well.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
And I guess we're going to talk about a BMW X3 that has a fairly common problem. The LED taillights needed repairing. What was going on with this 2011 BMW?
So in this 2011 BMW, the right taillight was not functioning, and through doing a little research, we found so it's an LED taillight that there's a repair available to do this particular job besides just changing the taillight.
So with an LED, can you just change the bulb?
No, you can't. So an LED is basically, well, it's like a bulb, but it's an electronic bulb. And they're all a molded assembly. So the LEDs are generally molded right into the plastic of the taillight. And the neat thing about it is when the light's illuminated, it gives kind of a nice band of light. You see a lot of new cars with kind of uniquely sculpted lights nowadays. And that's, thanks to LED technology. You can, sort of, there are individual lights, but when you put a number of them together and put the right glass over top of them, it looks like one strip of a light. So no, you can't just change the bulb, unfortunately.
So what is the repair?
So the repair is, there's a little electronic driver module inside the LED taillight on this BMW, and they tend to fail over time. If you look on the internet, there are repairs where you can resolder the boards, but this is a fairly new repair to us. What we found, in many cases is there's nothing to resolder on the boards. They just basically fry and wear out. And according to some of the information I've read, if you resolder them, they eventually burn out again anyways. Again, it's an engineering issue. They just weren't built robust enough to last for a long time. And this affects every X3 from 2011 up to at least 2016 or 17. So there's a lot of models and a lot of years that's out there. Okay,
this seems a little bit. How do you repair it, I guess?
Yeah, how do you repair it? Well, let's have a look at a few pictures. So there's a example of a nice 2011 BMW X3, 3-liter twin turbo model. There's a photo of the culprit taillight. So this vehicle has inboard taillights as well as outboard, and you can see on this is a nighttime shot. The right rear taillight's not functioning in this particular case. So the repair. So this is the unit that dies. This is the board here. It's a Vallejo driver module. Essentially has 4 electrical connectors on it with a pin. This is very small. I actually took this picture on a little carpet in my shop, so you can see this is a little pine needle that's lying, or little chunk of wood that's lying beside. So you get an idea of the scale. This is really small. It's only about 3/4 of an inch by 2 inches in size. The repair that we found is this particular thing here. It actually doesn't look all that interesting compared to the original board, but basically all that's out here is inside this module, and the repair is to basically just snip the old connector out, solder in this new unit, and away it goes. So of course, after the repair, there's our functional taillight.
So I guess we haven't really mentioned this, but I guess in most cases, what people do is if they can't replace that board, if they can't do it themselves, or they try and solder it themselves and it doesn't last, what they have to end up doing is actually replacing the entire taillight assembly. Is that what happens?
Well, exactly. And if you go to BMW, no doubt they'll just sell you a complete light assembly. They'll never do a repair like this at a BMW dealer. I mean, there's a lot of shops that don't even know to do these kind of repairs. But yeah, that's basically it. And it's, incredibly wasteful. I mean, you're throwing away a perfectly good unit that, that's otherwise good, with the exception of this little module that's dead.
And does this save money?
That's huge. I mean, it's much less than half the price of a new one to take, for us to actually replace this particular unit, and it works every bit as well. So it'll last just as long or longer than the original.
Yeah, LED lights being rated for anywhere from 10,000 to 25,000 hours.
Yeah.
of use, which is a long time, 10 or 20 years.
They last a long time, and you'll see on certain vehicle. I mean, LED lights are getting more and more popular, and a lot of them, say on a truck, for example, you can see they have like a round light assembly, and it'll have you can see like 20 little LEDs, and after a while, one will burn out, another one, and once I can't remember a third of them burn out, then the light's junk and you throw it away. But for a lot of cars, I mean, the LEDs will last 20 years. The actual light assembly, so. They're very, very durable.
And is this a repair you only offer in Vancouver?
No, I mean, of course, if you're in Vancouver and you have a BMW X3 with a taillight, please bring it to us. But if you live somewhere else and you want it repaired, you can mail it to us. We can repair it and send it back to you.
And how about LED lights? Since there are so much more popular these days, what about LED light failures on other cars? I know a lot of other BMWs have this same issue.
Well, this is something that's fairly new to us. I mean, LEDs they have been around for quite a while, but they're starting to get to the point of failing on a lot of cars. So the answer is wherever possible, we'll repair them. And it's a need to research each individual car as we go. So certainly if if you need something done, contact us. We'll look into it, see what we can do. And it's definitely, I'd say, an area that we'll be doing a lot more of, because we can, it saves resources, saves money to fix it. But again, it's a matter of how easy is it disassemblable. With the BMW, fortunately, it's a board that's not hard to remove, and it's separate from being molded inside a piece of plastic. So they've fortunately made it repairable. Unfortunately, not as durable as it should be in the first place.
So there you go. If you're looking for repair on your BMW X3 taillight assembly, the guys to see are Pawlik Automotive in Vancouver. You can reach them at 604-327-7112 to book an appointment. Book ahead, they're busy. Check out their website, pawlikautomotive.com. Our new podcast on iTunes, Pawlik Automotive Repair. Or you can check us out on YouTube. Thanks, Bernie.
Thanks, Mark.